welcome back to Roundview Cooney Ranch.
I'm Emily.
I'm Brett. Usually I'm behind the scenes. Today I'm out in front with Emily so we can show you guys our 2025 Walla Walla onion harvest. As you can see here in front of us in the cart, we've already picked them all and loaded them into this cart just for transportation. And our next step will be to lay these out on a table. That'll be video number 2, so you can get a really good idea of how many we picked and the sizes of some of these onions. As you can see, we got some really nice ones. This was our best crop of onions probably ever as gardeners. Yeah, we did well, and we have been eating them. They taste just fantastic. They're super sweet and juicy.
I think maybe we might have waited a little bit too long. As you can see, this onion right here started to come through the skin a little bit. Some of them have been, I thought we'd wait for some of them to fold. As you can see, this one isn't really folding over. The top of the neck hasn't been folding over, but it's going through the skin. So we decided that we were just gonna go ahead and pull the crop. So what we'll be doing is laying them out on the table for a little bit and waiting for the tops to kind of go brown, and then we will cut them and cure them. So we thought we'd just kind of bring you guys along and show you what we did. Why don't you go ahead and explain what you planted this year?
We did it a couple different ways with the Walla Wallas. We started with an onion pack. Is that what they call it? An onion pack from the local nursery, where you buy the little 4-pack or 6-pack, and they have all the tiny little onion starts, and then you separate them out of the dirt and then you replant them. We started with that.
We bought those at Walmart. I believe they were Bonnie's.
Yeah, and then we wanted to expand the harvest if we could, and we weren't certain how well those were going to do, so we went to, it was Home Depot or Lowe's. Home Depot, and we bought an Walla Walla onion set. The dried up pack, no dirt, they're banded together. They come in a big box for like hundreds of them. So we bought one of those sets, or maybe 2 sets.
We bought 2 50-pack sets.
2 50-pack sets. Brought those home and then put those in a different area and planted those as, like I say, separate area from the initial pack to kind of monitor and picking and growing it. The onion sets from the orange store, they grew well. They grew really well. That's our biggest onions came from that group.
From the sets.
From the sets, and those, which makes sense because those are, they're much bigger. They're about the size of a gumball, when you plant them, versus the Bonnies come, they're like just little skinny guys, like a pencil lead. So they were already a little farther along, but they're dried out and they're not in soil. So I always question how healthy those would be, and now we know. The onion sets did really, really well, and we're really happy with how both of them turned out. So
the other thing that we did a little bit differently this year is we made sure that we put our onions in a sunny area, and I think that definitely helped. And then it was about a month after he planted, I went behind and I scuffed up the soil around the onions, and I put behind it, let's see if I can find my words, I always struggle with my words. Behind that, I sprinkled some spent barley hay, and by the meaning of spent, it was some used and older hay. I guess it's straw, not hay. So some older barley straw I sprinkled on there, and so that gave it a little bit of a better area to kind of work and grow and hold the moisture too. So I think that made a difference also for this year's crop of the onions.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and get out of the sun, because as you can see, I am sweating for sure, and go ahead and get these put out on top of our tables. So thank you for joining us today.